Welcome to If This Bar Could Talk, a podcast about bartenders and the stories they have to tell, as well as the storied history of cocktails, spirits, and bars. I'm Blair Beavers, and here's your host, Leigh Ann Sims.
Listeners, we are at the Old Kentucky Bourbon Bar in Main Strasse in Covington, Kentucky, and we're talking to Adam. So, Adam, how long have you been working here?
I'm working here about a year and a half now.
And are you a member of the USBG, or where did you learn your cocktail skills?
I have been a member of the USBG. Unfortunately, the programming around here isn't very good, so I stopped paying my dues. It's a lot of money to pay if you're not doing anything with it. I learned a lot of my cocktail skills just through working at bars, through a program called Bar Smarts. I had the entire Bar Smarts online course, and then there's a Bar Smarts Advanced, or it used to be called Bar Smarts Live, so it's a live application, live tastings, and just a lot of studying. A lot of studying.
So did you go to New York City and do the test, or you've just done the online
The
test?
one I did was in Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. So you're basically a bourbon bar. You're, I think, on the list of America's best bourbon bars in the country. And a group just came in and they wanted a cocktail that didn't really taste bourbon forward, and you just kind of threw something together that she seemed to really enjoy. Was that something? Did you just make that up on the fly?
That particular one is something I've been tinkering with. It kind of mashed the bourbon with some French aperitif wine and some Chambord black raspberry liqueur. And that's something I've been working on kind of all summer. It's more of a summery drink, but if you add a little bit of pretty much any like baking spice, clove, or cinnamon or anything, it kind of transforms it into a fall drink. So
did you develop your cocktails that are on the menu, or is it a collaborative effort?
So our printed menu is a staff pick menu. We each pick a cocktail, and we each pick a flight or a spirit to highlight for that season. I kind of fell into the role of menu balancer, so these are all really summery shaken drinks, a lot of citrus. Mine's the only one that's stirred and boozy. Okay. I'm pretty good at balancing menus. I've worked in some of the best cocktail bars in the city. I currently work at Japs as well, and I just got really good at balancing out menus.
Okay. So since this bar is so popular, you must get people from all over the place, right?
Oh yeah. Our business is probably like 80% regulars and 20% people from out of town. Because if you fly into Cincinnati, you're flying into Hebron, Kentucky. So if you Google Bourbon Bar, that's half of our name. So a lot of people are coming here right at 4 o'clock when we open with their suitcases still in hand.
Oh, wow. So what's the most interesting visitor, or the farthest away?
The farthest away? I don't know, Switzerland's pretty far.
So Adam just mentioned Switzerland because the people sitting to our right, our friend that just came in, are from Switzerland. So we're going to try to talk to them in just a minute.
So that's pretty far. I've had some Australians, which I guess is the technical farthest they could be. A lot of people from England.
So are you from Covington or the Cincinnati area? Okay.
I am. I grew up in a suburb called Edgewood and went to high school down here. I currently live in the over-the-Rhine neighborhood of Cincinnati, but me and my father run a printing company about 10 minutes south of here.
Okay. Awesome. Well, Adam, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. We appreciate it. And now we're going to try to talk to our neighbors here.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you. What is your name?
Petra.
And you?
Alex.
I'm Steve.
Steve, are you from here?
No, I'm from Cincinnati.
Okay.
Mitzi. We're from here.
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes.
Yeah, so tell me about this cheers that you do.
So that's a Swiss thing.
Okay.
We are from Switzerland. And if you are in a group going out at the evening or just having fun together, then you just show everybody around that you have fun. And so that makes that kind of cheers.
What part of Switzerland?
In the middle of Switzerland, around Zurich.
Okay, if you don't mind, can we hear your...
Sure,
Yeah, of course.
sure.
Here we go.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. So Jake, how often do you come to this establishment?
2 to 3 nights a week, I'd say.
So why do you come here?
It's a bit of home,
Yeah.
honestly. The people that work here are my friends and family, as I like to refer to them. However, they're the most knowledgeable group of bartenders I've ever come across in Greater Cincinnati. They're not like journeymen. They're here, and they've been here for... I've been coming here for probably 5 to 6 years, and they're all still here. And that is a very unique
That is
thing
unusual.
in a bar. And their knowledge of the spirit and what it can do with regard to a cocktail is remarkable.
Yeah. So, Jake, and what we do is we love bartenders and we love what they do, and so we like to highlight that. And it's always great to have a bar that you can come to where you feel at home and you feel like you're amongst friends. But it's also a bonus when they have a fucking bourbon collection like this, right?
Yeah, over 600 bourbons and American whiskeys in
It's
this
not
bar.
bad, not bad. And they make a great cocktail too. So
They
that's
do.
always
They
fun.
do. They do a remarkable job.
So is this a good neighborhood bar, or is it very touristy, or how would you describe it?
This bar, I would say, would probably be 70 to 80% regulars, and then you get a great deal of tourists in here, especially on Saturday afternoons, Sunday afternoons, things like that. But at nighttime, later in the evening, it's regulars. I mean, there are people that come in here. It really, truly is a family. I mean, the way this place operates is really, we take care of our friends. We have special events every year. We always have a pumpkin carving, and there's always a Christmas party, and there's always costume parties and things of that nature. It's just a very unique place, especially within the village. I mean, there's not a lot of other bars in this particular area, you know, the Minnesota Village in northern Kentucky, that have that kind of clientele.
So,
Yeah, it's a little bit upscale in the sense that, you know, you don't get the college kid
Right.
sort of participation,
Right.
but it's just a beautiful place.
And so you're sitting at the end of the bar. I'm describing this for our listeners. You're at the end of the bar, and you come here often. So are you the norm? Is this your cheers? Does everybody say, Jake, when you walk in?
I don't know that it's that to that degree. Do they know me? Yes. I don't think anybody shouts my name when I walk through the door. Thank God. Probably because I pay them under the table not to. But even still, they know the people that care about them and support their operation. It's just a special place. A lot of professional people. I'm a journalist by trade, and we have marketing folks. We have writers and business people and TV personalities and all sorts of people come in this place, and it's an experience, you know?
Yeah, it truly is. I totally agree. This is our first time here, and it's definitely an experience. It's a wonderful...
There's a life, an atmosphere that surrounds this bar.
Yeah, I agree.
That
It's
makes
comforting.
it a special place.
So, where should we go from here?
Where do you go from here? That's a tough question for a guy who comes here. Because I tried to go there before. And
Good answer.
I ended up here. So
There's been talk about a bar across the river. It's
Jabs.
the oldest. Okay.
Jabs is an amazing place. It's run by Molly Wellman, who's arguably one of the greatest cocktail ladies in the country. She won bartender of the year or something. I mean, she runs a very tight operation, and we have a lot of great venues in this city. Are they all catered or sort of pointed toward the bourbon atmosphere? No. However, there's a great deal of good business going on in Greater Cincinnati with regard to the cocktail scene. And so Japs would be a tremendous place to start.
Okay, we
Be a
definitely should
tremendous
check
place.
that out. And it's the oldest bar in Ohio?
I cannot cite that for gospel. I do know it's been there a very long time, and it's been a hair shop and it was a pharmacy, I think, at one point. I could be wrong about that, but it's a very historic place to be, and Molly's done a great job with it. And it would be an excellent place to start.
We'll definitely check that out. We're going to walk around the main Strasse Village here first, but we'll probably head across the river. But Jake, thank you so much for being our guest.
Thanks for having me.
Have a great night. Can we buy you a drink?
I mean, I'm always up for a drink.
We would love to buy you a drink.